If you're a first-time homebuyer in the state of Maine, you're looking to purchase a home, this video is for you. I'm going to break down MaineHousing's first-time homebuyer program and the requirements to qualify. Throughout this video, I'm going to go over the different options that are available, such as FHA, VA, USDA, conventional, and the down payment assistance that's available to first-time homebuyers here in the state of Maine, and the requirements to qualify for the program. For those of you who don't know, my name is Wangiulo. I'm a loan officer here at Total Mortgage out of the Portland branch. MaineHousing, one of the most common programs that I use is going to be their FHA option. Some of the main requirements for this is that you do have to be a first-time homebuyer. If you're not a first-time homebuyer, it has to be at least 3 years since you owned your last primary residence. You have to have a 640 credit score. Minimum down payment is 3.5%, meeting the FHA guidelines. Minimum credit score on this is a 640. This is an overlay through MaineHousing that's different than your traditional FHA programs. You might have heard before that you can qualify for an FHA loan with a 580 credit score. MaineHousing has an overlay to their first-time homebuyer program that requires you to have a 640 for all of their loan options. Qualifying for this, there is going to be income limits, as debt-to-income ratio cannot exceed 45%, and you're able to use this program all over the state of Maine. There's no restrictions on location of where you're purchasing a home. It can be 1 to 4 family, multi-unit homes, condos, manufactured homes, and single family homes. The next program we're going to go over is a conventional 3% down. This program is very similar to the FHA program that we just discussed in terms of being a first-time home buyer or not have owned a home in the last 3 years, and which makes you eligible to be a first-time home buyer again. Minimum credit score is 640. Maximum debt to income ratio is going to be 45%. One of the biggest overlays about this program is location restrictions. This program is only eligible in the cities of Auburn, Bangor, Lewiston, Portland, South Portland, and Westbrook. I'm going to go over that one more time just in case you miss it. The conventional 3% down payment program is only available in Auburn, Lewiston, Bangor, Portland, South Portland, and Westbrook. I do hope that they increase this to the entire state, similar to all the other loan options that are available with MaineHousing. This is a newer program that rolled out in the last couple years. However, there is a conventional option that allows for the entire state of Maine with no restrictions. This is going to be the 20% down, no mortgage insurance option. The 20% down payment can be paid in form of a gift or a gift of equity as well. Other qualifications for this program, just as the two before, 640 credit score and maximum debt to income ratio of 45%. With these programs, there's something that's called the Advantage that's available. This is going to be your down payment assistance. It comes in the form of a grant that you do not have to pay back. It's not a second mortgage. It's $5,000. This can be used towards your down payment or closing costs, however you see fit. To qualify for this, you do have to make a 1% contribution towards the loan amount whenever you're purchasing your home. So for example, let's say the mortgage on your home is going to be $300,000. That 1% minimum borrower contribution is going to be $3,000. And to qualify for any of the first-time homebuyer programs, you do have to complete an approved homebuyer course. These can be done in person or online. Next, I want to jump into our VA programs, the Salute Maine programs. Did you know if you're a veteran and previously owned a home, you still might qualify without the 3-year waiting period? This program is available to active duty, veterans, and retired military personnel, and you'll receive a reduced interest rate of 0.5% compared to the 3 programs we just talked about before. I'll go over the interest rates that's available for all the loan programs at the end of this video. The eligible borrowers for the Salute Maine VA program are first-time homebuyers who have not owned a home in the last 3 years, active duty or honorably discharged, and meet the VA requirements for that. Now, if you have owned a home in the last 3 years as a primary residence, you are available for the Salute Home Again program. This just means that you have to have sold or closed on your home that you currently own or previously owned before purchasing a new one. I've had home buyers who have sold and closed on their prior home in the morning and closed on their new home that they were purchasing in the afternoon to qualify for this program. Just like the Advantage program that I mentioned earlier for the FHA and conventional loan options, there's $5,000 available to down payment assistance, minimum borrower contribution of 1%. This can be paid for by a gift, so that could be a relative can pay that 1% minimum borrower contribution for you. All heard what a first-time home buyer is, but do you know what a first-generation home buyer is? The state of Maine, they have a first-generation homebuyer program that allows for $10,000 in down payment assistance and the lowest interest rate of all the programs. To qualify for this, you could not have previously lived in a home that was owned by your parents or if you were ever in foster care. One common question I get is, what if my parents purchased a home after I moved out? You would still be considered a first-generation homebuyer because you never lived in that home whenever they owned it. In addition to the credit score requirements that we've already discussed, there is income and purchase price limits. For MaineHousing's first-time homebuyer programs, they have income based off household size. There's two different brackets, 1 to 2 people and 3 plus. For example, if you're looking to purchase a home in Westbrook, the maximum income for your household if there's 2 people is $127,500. This income is based off who is living in the home and on the mortgage. So, for example, if 2 people are living in the home, but only one of you will be on the mortgage, we will just go off the income of the borrower who's qualifying. MaineHousing does have purchase price limits set that you cannot exceed when purchasing a home and using their programs. This is based off the price of the home whenever you negotiate with the seller for the purchase of it, not the amount that's financed. For example, in Westbrook, you can purchase a home up to $540,000 for a single family home. Now, let's say that you purchase a home for $550,000, but your down payment was $50,000. You would not qualify for MaineHousing because the actual purchasing price of the home is above the limit of $540,000. Questions that I get about MaineHousing's first-time homebuyer program is, how do I apply for this? To apply for MaineHousing's first-time homebuyer program, you can reach out to me directly. We are one of the approved local participants with MaineHousing, as well as 35 other banks and credit unions. I'll post a link in the description to MaineHousing's website that has all their eligible lenders that you can go through. What is my role with MaineHousing's down payment assistance program and first-time homebuyer program? We will help you get pre-approved, underwrite your loan, and get you to the closing table. Some of the benefits of MaineHousing's mortgage. You get a low fixed interest rate. We're almost there. I'm going to tell you what those rates are today here in just a moment. Programs have little to no down payment with $5,000 to $10,000 in down payment assistance that you do not have to repay. One of the great benefits of these programs of MaineHousing that not many people know about is called Maine Hope. This is for anyone who uses the MaineHousing first-time homebuyer program and becomes unemployed while having this mortgage. MaineHousing will actually make 4 mortgage payments for you, including your escrow, property taxes, and home insurance. So that way you do not receive any late payments or negative remarks in your credit score. Up to these 4 payments will be put into the back end of your loan at no penalty to you, but this will save your credit score and is an amazing thing that MaineHousing offers. Now, let's go over what are the interest rates. The active rates as of today, February 1st, first home loan, which is going to be your FHA, conventional 3% down, conventional 20% down, and USDA loans are 5.375% with an APR of 5.93. These are incredibly low rates with no points. The Salute Maine program for our veterans, the VA loan option, has an interest rate with no points of 4.875 and an APR of 5.439. Now, the first generation program that offers a $10,000 in down payment assistance and closing costs. Rates as of February 1st are 4.375 with an APR of 4.949. In the description of this video, I will include this link to view the active rates, daily rates, because these are subject to change at any time without notice by Maine Housing. Now, after watching this video, if you have more questions about Maine Housing's first-time homebuyer programs, or you'd like to connect and see if you qualify, reach out to me, like, comment, and subscribe. I look forward to helping you out.